Sorry, I didn't really get to put the title in before I hit the button. So, oops, as Cher would say, oops, my bad. Right when she hits Cher from Clueless when she's driving unlicensed in her new Jeep that Daddy buys her. Daddy, the big shot lawyer. If you guys have never seen that movie, it's quite hilarious. You should check it out. Sorry guys, since I hit the button, I didn't realize I was gonna be recording so quickly, or live so quickly. But anyway, for anyone joining today, please do be respectful if you are in the chat, and do like the video if you're also in the chat. It helps spread the good juju around to the people that need it, all right? And if you're not here for good juju, I guess you can just sit and observe. As we like to say it when I went to Catholic church, because I was raised Catholic, as many of you know, we would tell the people that are not Catholic, you don't have to do all the things, just sit there and, you know what I mean? It's an hour. You know what I mean? Like, right. Okay. You know what I'm saying? And the way some people be acting, they could use a little bit of church in their lives. But today is the greatest day I've ever known, right, Billy? Billy Corgan, that is. I just saw them at the state fair, you guys. It was so fun. Brought back some cool memories. I went with one of my besties and we had a great time. And so, but today I'm going to use the Grateful Dead Tarot deck because it is a Sunday Funday, okay? So if you like this deck, stay tuned, okay? Just clearing out the energy here. You know, it's a good thing to do Palo Santo. I also have sage here that I use. Okay, this is a white sage bundle, I think. Always do burn your stuff safely, guys. Make sure you're putting it out in something like, you know, like a ceramic dish or bowl or something, you know, because especially if you're living in a drier climate, right? Like I live in a climate where it actually rains, but you know, for the folks that are in Arizona and Colorado and all those states over there, you know, open burning is not really a thing, you know, so do be extra careful when you are lighting that stuff and cleansing your space that you are doing so properly, just like the farmers do when they have controlled burns. Okay. Also, the picture on the thumbnail to the video, it says, do not buy or sell this DVD. That was some music that I was watching the other day on a YouTube channel. And, you know, the thing is, collective, you are not for sale. Some people thought you were. And that is their folly. Not yours, right? I don't think anybody mistook you for wanting that. That doesn't mean that they're not going to try and test you, right? This is a general reading, FYI. I may talk about some of the signage if it gets in here, okay? If the messages come out. It is Virgo season, though, so think about that. Perhaps if you need something to meditate about during this reading, okay? So let's, get right into it today. The Star card, the fountain within you that breathes life into not only you, but other people around you. This is what some people thought was for sale. Okay, this is in your root. This is an inherent quality to you. Maybe you're somebody who has a special skill or talent that people like. Okay. And they're like, hey, I want that. Like, I want to possess that in a way. You know, maybe you're a painter and they want to buy one of your paintings. But some people take this to like an extreme. It's like they don't want to just have the painting. They want to be able to do what you do. And in the sense of they want it to no longer be uniquely to you. They want it to be unique to them. But that's the problem, isn't it? It's already unique to you, okay? The star car is also Aquarius. All right, for those that follow astrology, okay, and Aquarians are known for their uniqueness. So anybody that comes in, right, and tries to steal your uniqueness away from you and pass it off as their own, think about what that person's doing in your life. All right. And whether or not you really need to be fostering that relationship, or do you need to be fostering what they see here? You know what I mean? And, for some of you, maybe this may be an awakening and say, you know what? Yeah, I am pretty skilled or unique at such and such. Maybe you're somebody who has a very specific style, like the way you put an outfit together, or the fit these days, as the kids like to say. Okay. Because let's be real, sometimes we get all dressed up and then we don't even go anywhere. Right. So sometimes that happens. But what Spirit's trying to tell you now is that this gift is not one to be hidden away from the world. It is yours to share, but sharing appropriately as it gives to you. Okay. So you may yeah, be thrown off by people that want to possess what you have, right? But it's like think of it in a sense of admiration, okay? Um because spirit wants you to know that you're protected. All right? So don't fear, right? Don't fear the reaper. Okay? Don't fear these karmic endings that they want to place upon you. Okay, let's move on now and go up into the sacral, please, for this collective today. Remember, it is Sunday Funday, King of Pentacles. He showed up in the reading yesterday, too, last 2 days. Very interesting. So somebody with some stability could be perhaps interested in you. Collective, this person, you could be this King of Pentacles saying, look, yes, maybe I've built my business up and now I'm very stable. Maybe you had a specific business idea, right, that you marketed out there and now it's doing well. And now, you're in more like the King of Pentacles energy. Okay. So you are able to express your stability, right? And we all know a King of Pentacles isn't running the streets like a Knight of Wands in reverse. Right? Exactly. Okay. Even though this is appearing in the sacral, this is how powerful it can be. I keep getting that song. I'm going to tell you the channeled song today is, I think the title is She's Fresh or So Fresh. It goes, she's fresh, fresh. She's so exciting to me. She's fresh, fresh. It's like an R&B type song from like maybe early 90s, mid 80s. I'm not sure. Anyway, yeah, I feel like you could be looking at this person with perhaps a fresh perspective. And I think they're going to, you guys might embark on a type of tranquility that you have not experienced before. This could be coming around the full moon as well. Okay. So this King of Pentacles could be Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn. It could be in your chart somewhere. Aquarius is here as well. I highly recommend you guys look up your charts, both your Western and your Vedic. Okay. I also feel like it's very important for you guys to start viewing yourself as adults in the situation. Okay. And I think that's why the King of Pence is here. The King of Pentacles is somebody who's very austere, can be somewhat authoritarian, right? My way or the highway. But at the same time, it's a very safe and loving place to be. Okay. And wow. Okay. Sorry guys, I'm channeling here as we're doing the reading. So what I'm getting from this message around this Four of Swords here in the solar plexus, okay. I'm getting that this person, especially if they are a King of Pentacles, or if you are the King of Pentacles looking at this star, seeking this star, vice versa. I feel like you two are very private when it comes to expressing how you feel romantically about somebody. And that's and because of that, you guys, I'm gonna like cry. This is just like getting me really emotional. Yeah, it's kind of like that's why you're going to have this time to kind of rest, like maybe to discover each other, okay? So yeah, whoever's been holding you very close, I feel like they definitely respect you, okay? They respect you and they feel like you're something to be protected. In fact, they want to quiet any of the competition. They don't care how many roses they bring you. They're like, yeah, well, I can probably afford just one more. So I'll wait till that guy is gone, or gal, right? You know, gals these days be doing all sorts of crazy shit too. But you know, say the gal giving, you know, getting a dozen roses from somebody, and then but this other guy is gonna be like, yeah, well, guess what? I can get a baker's dozen on that. And then we'll see. Okay. Yeah, Six of Pentacles here. Yeah, so it's coming into a more balanced space, especially in your heart space. I'm really feeling this. Perhaps where somebody did not value you before, thought you were not of value, thought you were just something to be used and discarded. That's all ending. And again, I feel like it's just whoever this person is, it's like they've seen that, you know, like, yeah, well, maybe so and so can woo you, but I can show up with just one more flower and, you know, right? Or is it like on that show, The Bachelor, right? He's got all these women around competing for him. It's like, will you take this single rose, right? I mean, you want the person that is handing out roses to everybody? I really don't. I want the person that's going to hand the rose just to me. You know, I mean, this is kind of like, you know, see how everybody has their hands out, like, oh, throw. You know what I mean? Like, it's just kind of like this exuberance, this jubilation, this joy, and you could be feeling that here. So I feel like that's how you're feeling, you know, this overflow. I feel like you're feeling the overflow. The person coming towards you, they're gonna try and do something here, I think, to get your attention. It really could be roses. I mean, they could be sending you flowers. It could be as simple as that. All right, let's move on. I'm still hearing that song. Yes, I'm gonna have to put it in the comments later. I'll find it. Because especially if you're outside of the US, you might not be familiar with that song. I don't even know what the name of the artist is, but Four of Wands. So yeah, whoever this is, collective, they want to talk to you about your happy ending. This could even be your spirit guides talking to you about Is this the direction you want your ending to go, right? Does it bring you peace? Do you feel protected? Does it feel reciprocal? Is it everything that you wished and hoped and dreamed for, right? Now that you're all rested up, when you wake up and you see this, like and it's like when it's not a dream, you know, you need to rest up so that you have the energy to be there when it's important. Okay. So again, please do yeah, somebody put a little Bible verse in there, and that's very interesting because I did kind of talk about the power of prayer the other day and how we receive these messages, because the messages are only going to make sense to you, right? I can't make the message make sense. It's kind of like a Tower of Babel moment, okay? Uh, yeah, the world card. So, I can hold up a stop sign, and one person that means one thing, and to another person that means something different, right? Say if you're not driving yet, if you hold up a stop sign, you might just see an octagon. Like, can you even read the word stop on it? So, if there is something that's stopping you, collective, from seeing, I think this is very interesting here since this is in the third eye and this card is labeled Eyes for Eyes of the World, if you're familiar with that song by the Dead. And this is the world card. So it's like, what in you ever hear that expression? What in the world? Like, what in the world was that? So it's kind of like, what in the world is blocking your view from seeing and speaking into existence this kind of chosen destiny? Okay. And again, that could be very different for different people. There's been folks on the chat that have said, does so and so love me? Are they going to say yes or no? You know what I mean? Maybe that's part of the destiny that you are cultivating, is a partnership, is a relationship or a marriage, something of that sort. Okay. Some of you could be cultivating, like I said before, a business. And maybe that's something, that you've achieved or are achieving. Okay. So keep those eyes open for the opportunities to kind of seek you out in a way. All right. That's when you need to start listening to spirit, start listening to God, start listening to source, start listening to the universe. Stop listening to whoever you got drunk with last night that's not doing shit with their day to day. Right? And figure out what the heck it is you're doing here. Because we all have purpose. One last card, please, to top off this chakra reading for the collective, please. In the crown. Wow, look at that, Virgo. Hermit card. Addicts is the song on this one. The addicts of my life. And we do have a full moon coming up, guys. So knowing what's important first and foremost, okay? I talked about this in a reading the other day as well. When you go through and start organizing things, right? And then, it's like you're holding on to the important stuff. really important stuff here. Or maybe you thought this was important over here, right? And now you're realizing this is what's important. Okay. So maybe then at the end of the day, it's like, do I even need this stuff anymore? As a creative person, I've felt this many times. Like, if I don't write it down, I'm going to forget it. It's going to go away from me. And the thing is, when you start listening, those messages are going to hone in and just keep getting clearer and clearer. And you don't see anybody else here with their yap going, saying, no, that's not it. No, that's not it. No, because you know what? It's not them delivering the message. Right? You ever see something like that and like you get real excited about it and you go and tell somebody and they're just like, huh? I mean, I know people that say the Grand Canyon's just a hole in the ground. I mean, if that's the type of majesty that you want to assign the earth, I mean, that's your prerogative, but that doesn't necessarily fit for everybody. And I think that, people in this collective here are, trying to appreciate the majesty of life and how they can contribute positively to that. So some of the expectations that you had for yourself or other people had for yourself, they might be going away by this full moon. And you could be like, well, I don't know what I'm supposed to be. Yeah, I think you're gonna find out. You're gonna, it's like, see, I've never seen, this is weird. I'm getting this message here, guys, on this picture. I've never noticed this before. But it's kind of like how he's getting the green light here. He's choosing to see a turtle coming out of the water, whereas, they're just like, it's just another day of the same old, just me and my tower over here, me and my problems, blah, 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 right? And then they're, oh, wait, there's something happening. You see how the gaze is almost like directed at this person, saying, hey, it's time to wake up. Wake up, find out you're the eyes of the world. What are you trying to see right now? What you focus on is what you manifest. Is this what you want to focus on? This brooding figure here? Or would you like to do something more like this? Okay. All right, guys. I think I got to leave it here today. So it is a very short reading for you. This may guide you through the full moon coming up. I believe there's some Pisces around that, astrologically speaking. Again, I'm not an astrologer, so please do go check out your charts, both your Western and your Vedic, okay, and see how those apply to you. In this reading, we do have Virgo, Pisces, the earth signs, and Aquarius. So until next time, please do manifest wisely. Bye-bye.